That'll be fun. Did I remove enough? Instead of continuing to try to remove material and making the bottom too thin, I'm going to try adding a little bit of moisture and just pushing it. Move the clay. Yeah, there it goes. It's not really visible from the inside. It's a very subtle shift of clay, but it sits nice. Hey, dirt. Yeah, it could look dirty. That's kind of my thinking, is that if it's deliberate, you can kind of tell when it's deliberate. And if it's a smudge, then it's hard to tell the difference between a smudge on the pottery and like unclean dishes. That's my thought on that. Not critical to control every single thing about the pottery. But when you're working with white clay, there's some thought that needs to go into what it's going to look like. And I'm planning on using a white glaze on white clay and really bringing that out. I think it's going to look really clean. These are going to be nice cups. They're going to be lovely. That doesn't look good. After I get done trimming these, I'm hitting them with water again because I'm going to want to stamp them and add badges. And that's all much easier to do if the clay has some softness, some moisture in it. I'm also, this time, not spraying it on the wheel. Try and keep all these trimmings dry. Much easier to deal with when they're dry. Yeah, I'm sore. My body is sore. It's a good thing, though. In order to be able to use my VR, I have to clear the floor in the office, and it had just become very impacted with pottery and pottery-related items. So, getting it all cleared up and picked up felt good. Before I could play VR, I had to clean the floor. And then I went and tried to fire up the base stations that tell the computer where your head is, where your hands are. Oh, is that really loud? Or just for me? Volume's way up. Not loud, okay. Yeah, it just blasted out of my head. There was something wrong with the electrical because I had rewired some things trying to solve the headset microphone issue. So I had to go turn the breaker off, open up the junction box, go through the horrible tangle that I made in there, because I'm not an electrician. I did a bad job. I need to fix it. I lucked out. I saw one of the wires was broken off, so I was able to pinpoint where the problem was without having to fully understand what was going on in the box. Because I'm not a electrician or a tidy person, not only is the junction box a mess, it's packed too tightly, but it's also not labeled very well. so it is difficult. To figure out what's going on in there. We benefit from a closer examination of the trimming process. Is my mouse not clicking on for some reason? Or just no reason? So there's something about my pedals. I think I've pinpointed it. The pedals, that whole system is sending like a constant F7 button push. And I need to figure that out, because that is getting to be a nuisance. Modity. Hello. I'm doing well. How are you? There it is. Hello from California. Bubbles. I could do some bubbles. Just for fun bubbles. Best kind of bubbles. Hey, Teiko, thank you. It's really just, I got rid of one of my views and instead just made the overhead bigger. Instead of the side-by-side where they're two small screens. I think this works better. It's less jarring of a transition too. Tell me. Either one of them? That sounds like a great idea. I really should. I wish I'd thought of that. I'll tell you the truth, I'm intimidated. I have this deep-seated fear that I'm going to be sitting here and the cameras are going to be rolling and I'm going to discover that I'm too stupid to read the instructions live. Do the second one first, okay. These instructions are too hard. P hone. Hang on. Oh, my phone. Hi, Kay. The line break was right on the P. Yes, I did forget. So it was extra hard for my brain to figure out. Right after the P. Yeah, there. Is it a cup or a mug? These will be cups. Simple little cups. And I'll be putting a badge on them. Like that. But without the hole punched in it. And one of these days, after I've done the Gunpla stream, we're gonna do a stream, I think, where I clean out this damp box, pour a slab of plaster in there. Hydrate. What's the text on the badge say? It says just be. It's scanned from handwriting of Jordan Lane, who wrote a song. I guess it's being produced now. Show the mug, show the mug. What mug? This mug? Oh no, migraine. Rest up. Little finger spots. The foot was too small, so I held it by the clay. I need to start holding it by my stamp instead so that it doesn't fill in with glaze. These cups are kind of playing with that theme of just be. They're each different. I'm not trying to make them perfect. I'm trying to appreciate each of their different unique characteristics. Clay is a little on the dry side. moving right through these. And after the cups get done, I'm going to do the second wind chime trimming. It's a nice, quiet, chill stream tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. I like having you here. Okay, back on top again. Oh, what a quote. I really like the Emberstone setup that we're running now. Because now people can win and I don't have to have that kind of feeling of, oh, now I need to go to the post office. Soon. Yeah, exactly. A froggy yarn bowl. Would that be a yarn bowl with a lid? Cat bowl. you can fit a cat in a bowl, it's a cat bowl. I suddenly want to watch Pottery Throwdown again. Where's the Emberstone exchange rate list? It doesn't exist in a form that you can see currently. I'll post it up in the Discord. Right now. Where should I put it? I'll put it in the Eminence Rewards channel. Drop my keyboard on the floor. Here you go. Frog pots are like 6. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that'll be soon. That looks wobbly, huh? Whoa, just throw clay everywhere. Great. Yeah, I may put in there for like 2 a way to reset your praise stone yield. I mean, possibly. It goes down by 20%, so the amount that you're losing each time actually reduces. So the first time you win, you lose 20, and then the second time you win, you lose, what, 16? Math. Hard math. But it's always 20% of your remaining praise yield, so it's never gonna, like, bottom out. Let's take a look, okay? Okay, you have 5 wins. Your yield is currently at 51. So somebody who's never won before will get 100 and you get 51 eminence per praise stone. Hey! Is that new, Dirt? I don't have any notifications or anything for rank up. I found that it's a good way to call out lurkers. Yeah, down to 50% after 5 wins. I actually think I did math to arrive at that. I recall doing math when I was setting this up. Look here. The lip of this cup has touched something that a red clay has touched, so now it has a red ring around it. Hey, 45 is good. You have to remember some of the people who have been in here have been here for years. Oh yeah, it is interesting. I'm not going to trash it. It's just, it shows how very clearly those little smudges show up, and they're going to be brought out by the firing as well. Oop. I don't think there are any special privileges that come along with that. Where's Dirt? Somewhere in here. Not right now. Swag though, yeah. Ooh, stretch time. Yeah, you're right. I do need to stretch. Like right now? Immediately? Post haste? Right this moment. Okay, you're so quick. Quick on the draw. Hydrate and stretch. Hydrate and stretch. Hydrate and stretch. Okay. Corn. So you're saying if I don't hydrate and stretch, you'll stay here? Rower. Stretch time. Oh. You'll stay here with your migraine. Okay. I see what's going on here. It's a hostage situation. I need more of that. Take care, Kay. Ooh, that felt nice. That was good. I don't know why I'm so resistant to doing those. It's always good. It doesn't take a long time. Just do it. Stone monkey. Hello. Still no meow. Not yet. Child.
I didn't know I was in.
Hi.
Did you hear me?
I heard you open the door and say, Dad.
We're home safely.
Oh, welcome home. Did Mama find some shoes?
Well, she didn't even find in the perfect ones.
Did she find a less than perfect pair of shoes?
No, she didn't find a single pair that she needed.
She might just have to wear some shoes that she already has, huh?
Yeah. I was trying to find some shoes that she could use, but I couldn't find a single one.
Did they not fit, or did she not like them?
Well, some of them were good. Some of them would chew on her foot.
Chew on her foot. They were uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And some of them didn't fit, probably.
Yeah, and some of them didn't have heels. She wanted heels.
No, she wanted no heels. Say bye, Pride.
Bye, Pride.
wife came in here. She's like, sorry. And I didn't mind that at all. Did she ever see what happened to the cat piano thing now? No, she did not. May that foul deed done in the dark never come to light. God, I hated that thing. Linux switch. Enjoy your lurk. Looks nice. That'll be a cool mug. What is the cat piano thing? It was a little toy electric keyboard that my daughter had once upon a time. It was the worst. You could only press 2 keys on it at a time. For one. It had pre-recorded songs in it, and that was primarily what she used it for. And they were terrible rewordings of nursery rhyme songs, sung kind of out of key by somebody who I swear sounded like they were doing their best to sound obnoxious. I smashed it with a hammer. I took great joy in destroying it. It was lost, yes. I wonder what happened to it. It felt good because the piano was... the keys were the teeth of the cat. It was a big cat face with a smile. And I just smashed it repeatedly with a hand sledge. I wouldn't have done it if it was working properly, but it wasn't. That was all the excuse I needed. It was red-orange. Or yellow-orange. Yeah, I think so. You're familiar with it, huh? Yeah, some of the notes, you could select it to be meow sounds. Yes, it had a microphone attached to it. It didn't do anything. It was supposed to do something, but it never did anything. Just crackling noises. Yeah, that's the one. Occasionally used by your musicians for the bit, for the meow. All right, we've got a lot of clay to remove here. Yeah, I liked the meow. The meow was fine. The meow keyboard I thought was funny and cute. The pre-recorded songs. Or a sin. A crime against parents. Heinous and premeditated. Hey, my stream looks great. The lighting looks good. The cameras are happy. How exciting. Okay, come on. The one I had when I was a kid had a little baby Kermit on it. It's good to find the things we need. I'm thinking about, instead of putting a big knob on this one, putting a little groove along the top here. And then using rope to suspend it. That may dampen some of the sound, some of the reverberation. How do I want to do this? Just keep taking clay off and think about it. See if I'm struck with a vision. Tool with a rounder radius. Nice ribbons. Porcelain can be hard to work with, but it sure is satisfying to trim. trying to think of how I want to do this. I don't think I'm gonna do the groove idea. There's a pile of trimmings down here. Happy Trimmings Tuesday. Hey, Summer. I'm really enjoying this. I'm into it. It's looking so good. I don't usually take this much clay off when I'm trimming. Usually I try to get it into the shape that I want it when I'm throwing it. But I've been struggling a great deal getting this porcelain to throw up tall. And thin. I can get it tall, but it stays really thick and heavy. So what I've seen a lot of people do who work with porcelain is to just throw it as close as they can get it and then trim it the rest of the way. I think that's probably the most reliable way to get the really delicate, translucent porcelain. Hey, Pop-Tarted. Nice to see you again. How will I know when I've removed enough material? Don't know. let's get this cleaned up. How is everyone? It's a good question. How's everybody doing out there? I'm chilling. My body is tired. I've got some aches and soreness, but I'm really enjoying my pottery time. How are you doing? Not looking forward to manual labor. Gotta do the work sometimes. I could have just picked all this up and put it in the bucket that it's going to end up in. Oh well. Ooh, a little quiet moment from shoulder pain. That sounds nice. Surcease. Cessation. Children of Proteus coming in. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Children of Proteus, thank you very much for the raid. Hi. Good evening. How's it going? What were you up to tonight? Little doodles. Nice. Fun, silly art is good art. I am trimming a wind chime, although I guess it could still turn into like a vase. It's not too late. It would make a nice vase. Theoretically a wind chime. I haven't finished any yet. A long time ago I made a bell. Like it was almost 3 feet tall. It was as wide as this, almost. Down at the base, like 14 inches across. But it exploded in the kiln, and I haven't done a project that big since. And I'm hoping it sounds really nice. And this seems like a reasonable compromise rather than trying to do a giant bell again. But I would like it twice as tall, I think. Just a kiln full of 2-foot long tubes of ceramic. But this is kind of a proof of concept. And then later, if I'm into it, I can make these and then join multiple together. But that's kind of a commitment because a tall piece like that will make it so I can't put any shelves in my kiln. This will just be a kiln kiln full of tall chimes and big pots. Right now I'm trying to decide how it's going to hang. I did one other one recently, and I made a clay ring that attached to the top. I'll probably do something similar for this one. So satisfying. I think I'll leave a thick section of clay up on top to attach the ring. Thus. For this one, I'm trying to get it as thin and delicate as I can. Just to find out if it chimes better than the thicker version. Hey, well, have a good night. Thank you again so much for coming by with your friends. Have a good rest. Greffia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pride. Hello. How are you doing? It's fine. Evening. For me, it's evening. Ooh, you just got your first wheel. Congratulations. How exciting. You know how to use it already? You're gonna be learning your throwing skills for the first time along with the new wheel. Oh yeah, it's a very good time. I think it's very therapeutic. It's a nice, thoughtful, quiet time. Especially if you just do it by yourself. I'm sitting here like with cameras and lights. whole production. So sometimes I lose out on some of that very therapeutic, quiet moment, but I make up for it by recharging some of my social battery requirements. Never tried it. Yeah, very exciting. What'd you get? Yeah, this has been an adventure to stream it live. I started streaming my pottery right when I started throwing. Like, I had the rudimentary skills developed, but I was not. I was brand new. A brand new potter. Vivor, okay. Amazon. Well, I look forward to seeing you learn and grow. Do you use Discord? Please join us. A brand new potter. I'd love to be a part of that learning process with you. Oh yeah, you don't need to participate at all. I'm just hoping to hear from you occasionally, I guess. There's a section in there for community creations. Yeah, I'd really love to see the first starting pieces. Here's one of my first cups. That cup took a long time. It was a lot of work, a lot of struggle. That was in January of 2019. We'll do the spread. I'm making you nervous, Star. Here's 1 year later. There's last year. this year's entry. I think next year is gonna have to focus on the glaze. You have issues with your hands, so you're not sure you have the strength, but you'll try your best. Soft clay and small pieces. This is little, like less than half a pound probably. And then just go easy. If it starts hurting, take a break. Incarnadine. Hermes, Daniel, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the Pride. Some people have used a wooden board to help center the clay. I've seen like a centering tool that clamps onto your wheel, and then you just push it onto it and it helps to center, or it centers it for you. There are definitely tools out there to help with that. But I think if you keep your clay soft and just work on small pieces, you should be fine. That makes me happy. Hey, welcome in. Another new potter. That's exciting. Yeah, I stream pottery 3 nights a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So I look forward to seeing you around. Tonight's a trimming night. Yeah, there's a few of us. Praising is how we decide who gets free stuff from me, free pottery. It's a totally free system to participate in, so if you'd like to give it a shot, you start by using the command roar, ! Roar. No pressure though. There you go. So now that you have those praise stones, you can use them. You point them at someone else and infuse them with the energy of the praise stone. Well, this is going to be a tough trim. Look at how wobbly that is. Let's get that straightened up. So basically the system is lots of people giving other people points. It is a system of generosity rather than one of acquisitiveness. So when you use the stones on other people, it infuses them with an energy we call eminence. And we keep track of how much eminence each person has. And then periodically we select the person with the most and reward them. Oh no, I've destroyed this piece. It's ruined. I put too much pressure on this point. Maybe not ruined. Maybe I'm being dramatic. let's save it. I thought the clay was stiff enough to withstand that. So my big concern is that there's a crease in the clay. So right now I'm in there trying to compress the clay around that crease, try and heal it shut. It occurs to me it doesn't really matter if these arms leave marks. So what do? I'm going to trim the nub off, I think, first and foremost. Hey, bye, Polar Bear. Welcome back. Oh, camera's doing its own thing. Thank you for the raid. Good evening. Welcome in. Well, I'll be a little bit sad if this piece is ruined from that little moment of carelessness there. I'm going to try and save it. Can't remove much more material from here. So next time I'll start on the this end and then trim this instead of trimming this super thin and then trying to rest it on that thin spot because it just collapsed. Not a big deal. I've learned something. I have to find myself asking, what would I rather have out of this time that I'm spending here? Would I rather have a thing? Would I rather have a lesson? Sometimes the answer is I would really actually like to make something tonight. But in this case, I'm not feeling super heartbroken. My main concern, even though it didn't like break all the way through, is that because the clay creased at the point where it started kind of folding, the structure of the clay itself has kind of been weakened. So if you imagine the particles of clay as being flat and stacked on top of each other. Visual aid here. You can imagine like a deck of cards maybe, and you could spread them out and make a bridge because they're all kind of supporting each other, right? But then you take it and you bend it and you're going to change the nature of how the particles interact with each other. So then even if you push it back together again, you've got that separation in the structure. So my goal right now is to squish everything back together. Bye, Polar Bear. How was your stream tonight? You caught me right at a kind of disastrous moment. I was distracted from giving you the attention I would like to. Mic and shot? No, this is my camera. Wow. 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 The microphones are just barely out of the shot, probably. They're right. Oh no, they're well out of the shot. Here's the microphone. There's the camera. I'm thinking about reconfiguring again. I'm not sure that I'm actually deriving very much benefit from collecting audio in stereo the way that I am. Hey, Wiz. It's nice to see ya. We are making a wind chime, or we were. I did a little kind of catastrophic oops moments ago. I'm trying to recover from that. E-Wizard. It's been a long time, buddy. How you doing? You like that wheel improvement? Good. I'm glad to hear it. I love my Brent. I love working on my Brent, but it is a noisy piece of equipment. Even this at its noisiest, like with this thing kind of resonating, this Giffen grip, it vibrates on the wheel head. It's still really quiet, even at its noisiest. So right now I'm using a stainless steel rib. I'm just trying to convince those clay particles that they're still attached to each other. Because if I don't, hey, that took me by surprise. Thank you for the bubbles. Thank you for the sub. 12 months. 1 year. Wiz, use roar first. Command roar. And for people just joining in, when you first come in and say hello so that the bot knows that you're in chat, you can roar immediately, and then every 30 minutes during the stream there will be a bell toll and chime sound. and a chat prompt letting you know you can roar again. So every 30 minutes or so, you'll be able to claim another set of praise stones. Fernando, hello. And we have people who have been in that #1 spot and received their eminence rewards like 5 times, I think, is the highest person. And a bunch of people who have won 4 times. It really comes down to showing up. Always something new to tinker with. Yeah, I'm always putting new stuff in, fiddling around, trying to keep it interesting. But I really like this praise stone system. So how it works is every 30 minutes you can claim a praise stone. You give other people points by infusing them with the energy of your stones. And then whoever has the most points when where is it? Is it this? This thing, the eminence event bar up there, reaches 100, we pick another winner. In the past, that winner would have just like been contacted by me, and I'd get their shipping info and send them a piece of pottery. But now we've made it a little more complicated. Now the winner immediately receives a ember stone. And there's a whole list of things that you can request with your ember stone, so you can save them up. Hey, Greffia, sleep well. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you around. Honestly, Wiz, it's better to start looking at it now instead of 2 years ago. I know we've talked about pottery a long time ago, and my skills have greatly increased. Oh yeah, you just told me you've lurked. I'm just approaching it as like, I haven't seen you in a long time. But I was going through some old bot stuff and I saw your name and I was reminded of you recently. Always been awesome, but the skills have not always been awesome. Me personally, yeah, you're right, it's true. The pottery skills have come a long way. Oh. Do you still stream, Wiz? Doesn't look like it. Pajama time. Nice. Whoa, too much pressure. Something different in that sequence. Yeah, it's understandable. A lot of people stopped. A lot of people. People who were paying their bills with their streaming just stopped streaming when Mixer went down. It was big. So that may hold it. I cleared up the, I don't know if you're going to be able to see in there, but there was a little crease on the inside there, and I cleared that up, and I got the crease up here compressed. And I think now it's resting on a thicker part of clay, so I'm going to try setting it down, see what happens. It still wants to collapse. I may be done with this for the night, let it stiffen up a little bit. No rush, right? You still bake. Good. We've had lots of time for baking in the past couple of years, haven't we? I was really enjoying the way this was looking. That's a shame. I think it's going to be okay. And I think for hanging, I'll put a ring, I'll make a strap and attach it down the sides to this thicker section of clay, rather than, I'll put it down the sides and just have a little loop here instead of trying to attach it here, because this is the thinnest part of the whole thing. Like I mentioned before earlier in the stream, I think I'm gonna wrap it up a little early tonight. I got most everything I wanted to get done tonight done. I trimmed a bunch of cups. Got a good start on the second wind chime here. And you know what? I'm gonna hit this with a heat gun and see what happens, and I'll be able to sit here a little bit longer. So I'll do that. I'm going to mute, just so you don't have to listen to it, which is what muting is for, right? I revealed cracks with that drying process. More stress cracks than I expected from setting this down on a rounded section instead of on a flat section. So what this might end up being, I'm feeling very smart right now thinking of this. I might cut this off and then put it in the damp box and make another one and join two together, like I was just talking about. Cub's doing great. She was just in here a little earlier, telling me about the shoe shopping excursion that she and my wife went on. Family's good. My wife's a teacher, so she's been overly stressed in her over a decade of teaching. I think this is like the most desperately needed summer break. Family's good. I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the damaged section, see if I can use the remaining cylinder in a two-piece wind chime, perhaps. Man, how thick is this clay? Ooh, mangoes. Anybody want an ashtray? There you go. Smoking's bad for you. And now I can see how much clay I actually have left to trim here. But I don't think that I should. If I'm going to be joining it to another piece, I want it to have that mass. It helps hold moisture in. It's also going to make it easier to join two pieces together. And then I can go and trim it later, but that is a ridiculous, like, half-inch thick piece of clay there. Box of mangoes. More information required. An entire box of mangoes. Well, first of all, how big is the box? How many mangoes would you say are in a box of mangoes? Mangoes are fantastic. Now all I want are mangoes. I want to take very ripe mangoes and make ice cream. Dried mangoes and fresh mangoes. Okay, so I thought I removed a substantial amount of clay because I went from this to this. I took off that, what, like millimeter of clay on the outside, and I've still got a huge amount of clay to remove. So that's going back in the damp box. Now we know what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to be throwing more cylinders, hopefully to try to match up the size and curvature. That's going to be tricky. Taking off, time to put Pup to bed. Hey, you have a nice night. It's good chatting with you. Hi, Top Noise. Oh, should I, can I share your music? Since you're here. So you did this in one sitting, right? Officially prototype for a game. So should I not be doing this? Is this something that you should... Because I can not. I'm totally open to not. Yeah, don't. I'll play what I made then. Super quick. I need like a clear affirmative. Go for it. Okay. I think it's just super cool that you can sit down and decide to make a piece of music and then like do it and then have something that's super cool to share. Top Noise, thank you for sharing that. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight. I'll be back again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific time, or so. Sometimes I call it a little early. Sometimes I go a little long. What button do I push here? It's that one. Don't forget to get your good night glittering nugget. 0 o'clock. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pride. Is it not Thursday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm not going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back on Thursday. Oh my goodness, my week. It's like I just got 2 extra days. Gratitude. It felt like a Thursday to me. Yeah, not tomorrow. Overmorrow. What is time? Today is Tuesday. 9:20 p.m. on the Pacific coast of the United States. I'll be back again on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, be well. Take care of each other. Have a great night. You have a deep philosophical conversation about time. Try and bring physics into it if you can, and I'm going to find somebody to raid. I have to make decisions. Vibe match confirmed. Let's go watch this guy paint floofs. What flavor is time, Jello? Star, you've been here. I'm going over to Freakmeister. We're jumping. Head on over. Say hi to this guy. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you around. Jump.
Okay, so the problem with the keyboard is that it's wireless. There's an on and an off switch, and it was turned off. So that's why it wasn't working. Like, did you turn it on? Is it plugged in? So yeah, that. Oh, I can't make that kind of a confession. Like I was. Oh, that's horrible timing. Oh no. Pretend like I didn't say anything. Rhino, what's? People catch me at like the worst time, I swear. Mad rocks. I appreciate it, thank you. Sorry my technology, or my understanding of technology rather, sucks. Mrs. Counts, thank you for the follow. I'll change it. I can change it. I can change it. Time is squishy like Jello. It tastes like light blue Gatorade. Yes or no? Well, You know, I never thought of it that way before. How's it going? Pretty good. I mean, I was just discussing how I had to get a new keyboard because this one was broken, but it actually worked. I just forgot to turn it on. The little on switch on the back. I had it off. So I'll admit it. I was saying that time was invented in 1916 by the Germans. Squishy, yes. Like the Gatorade? If you could stand outside of time, you'd probably taste it. Wibbly wobbly, tiny whiny. See, now I'm really starting to think that today's not real, right? This is all just, I'm just hallucinating, right? I pinch myself, I wake up, right? Before that, people just did things until they forgot. I give the space-time, the time-space continuum, a good lick. Like the snozberries? Oh, very interesting. I thought these paints are. If not light blue Gatorade, what flavor is time? See Grandpa Joe go to town on those snozberries. Look at me, up and about. The snozberries were, in fact, an attempt to capture time in a physical form. Okay. And the physical form was wallpaper. Gosh. Okay. That's enough internet for the day. Talking about berries, that cloud stuff is nothing like clouds. Like the clouds in the sky. The rain happen. It's crunchy. Yeah, it's a little crunchy. It's nice, but it's misleading. The cloudberry jam that we were talking about that you can get at IKEA B, there is a lifetime supply in Australia. Seriously, there's none here. There's so much there though. Oh my god. Brought a tear to my eye. I gotta figure out how to mix this color. I don't think these colors that I have are gonna work. I'll just make a new one. Ship me some. I know. We took it all. She sent me this picture, B, of just the shelf. It's not even a shelf. It's just a pile. It's just like a giant mound of just cloudberry jam. There's like hundreds of them. Color me jealous. Me too. I haven't had any in years. What the heck? I don't know how to mix this color. There's a little bit of a, I'll try it. I want to make sure I get it right. That's why I wasn't sure if I was going to start today because there's something that I wanted to change, but you know, I wasn't completely sold on my idea yet on how to make this painting. But I thought I would just give it a go today. Because I know we were just talking about like the paintings that I've had to restart. Like, I'll give it a go today. If If I have to restart, I have to restart. But I can give it a go. It'll be alright. We'll have a painting either way. I'm off to bed. Have a good night, Rhino. Thanks again. Glad we could make you question your reality. I was already questioning my reality just before you got here. What color is jealous? It's like an amber. That's what it is. It's like this golden amber. Just, a little bit of raw umber. Is that all I need? Just a little bit? Maybe a little. Okay, yeah. Green with envy sort of deal. Envy is green traditionally. Look, I was just talking about the jam. Hello, Super Basket.